Brett Petrak filling in for Michael Mark Antonini, who is on assignment tonight. And Brett, welcome to the baseball booth. You and I have done many basketball games together. You're getting set for high school football, but tonight you're joining me on the Revs, and it's a big one as the Revs try to win this series. Really, though, they need to start bunching some wins together with just 29 games remaining in the regular season.
Well, hey, first off, thanks for having me again. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since we've been up here, and, you know, there's the time I've been preparing, and there's a lot on the line tonight. As you said, rubber match here. We got some history in the making for Mason. If he can win this game, and also have a pitcher making his pro debut, so we got a ton of stuff to talk about. And man, we've called some fantastic games in the high school level. I can only imagine what it's going to be like for my debut here, but again, much appreciated, and yeah, couldn't be more excited to do this with you, pal.
Excited to have you, and I think your last broadcast on the station was Central PA Game Day in June, and that starts up again next Saturday as well. So we've got a lot going on, but like you said, there is a ton going on in this game tonight. A lot of storylines. Number one, the Revs need to put together some winning streaks before it's too late here in 2018. But as far as the historical significance of tonight, one more win, and Mark Mason will have his 400th win as Revs manager. That is a feat that not too many skippers get to say they've accomplished in one place.
No, not at all. And, you know, the baseball mind that Mason has is towards the top of this league, and it's evident with all the wins, but, you know, he's an even better person, and I think players like playing for him, and for him to be able to even just be in a position to win a game of this magnitude, you know, really speaks volumes of how successful he's been in his professional career.
I'll be honest, I don't know if he knows. We didn't address it on the pregame. It's not something, you know, I like to surprise them when it happens as far as those notes and records go. I don't like to be the one to jinx it, but we'll see if I don't know if he knows or not, but the Revs are going for that milestone for him here tonight. And right-hander Troy Tersey making his pro debut tonight. The Revs looking for some pitching. He was somewhat local on the eastern seaboard. They were able to get him here quickly, and from all reports that we've heard, talented guy Brett, who, you know, it was a little surprising that he didn't get drafted. There were a lot of draft reports that suggested he might go fairly high in the draft out of Division III Keystone College, where he was an All-American. That didn't happen, so he jumps into the fire in the Atlantic League against these veteran hitters looking to make a name for himself tonight. Oh, absolutely. He had a fantastic college career, as you said. And, you know, you look down the draft boards, as I told you, I did some research before the game. He's at top 6 round there saying he could be at the highest, which is, you know, you hear Division III and you think, wow, that's pretty crazy, but, you know, the MLB, you'd be surprised how many junior college players, Division III players actually make it. You know, it's different. So granted, this will be his toughest task in his young professional career right now, but, you know, I'm excited. You know, I think this could be something, because, you know, the pitching has been up and down at times, and I think we could see something special here from Troy Tersey. Yeah, looking forward to it. 6'1" righty, 23-year-old, making his pro debut for the Revs here tonight. He'll be opposed by right-hander Devin Burke, who gets the ball for the Bees. Burke is 2-0 with a 4.05 ERA. We will take a timeout here in the pregame. Brett and I will have more coming up. We'll hear from Mace on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report shortly as well. First pitch tonight is set for 6:30 here in York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Autism York is a non-profit group operated by a board of volunteers dedicated to supporting our local autism community. Our group exists for the sole purpose of providing support in a safe and friendly environment. Our many events and programs are offered at low or no cost to families and individuals living with autism spectrum disorders in York and surrounding counties. Autism York offers opportunities for families and individuals on the autism spectrum to learn, grow, and develop relationships that help guide one another through the shared journey. All events and programs are made possible through tax-deductible donations to Autism York. For more information or to make a donation to Autism York, please visit us at www.autismyork.org.
Show your patriotism and Revs spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack, 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a Kona Ice birthday party at People's Bank Park. Parties include a 2-hour feast, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey, a ceremonial first pitch, and a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays in the Kona Ice birthday zone during a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Back at People's Bank Park tonight, the Revs and the New Britain Bees, as Alonzo Harris and Robert Carson head over to talk with another former Mets guy, Wally Backman, who managed in that system for a long time. No doubt their paths crossed. And Brett, we take a little bit of a look ahead here on tonight's pregame. Brett Petrak filling in for Michael here tonight with me, and a lot of Revs fans will see Brett running around and helping to get the stadium ready on a nightly basis. He's a man of many hats here at the ballpark, but has called many a basketball game with me on this station, co-host of Central PA Game Day with Steve Navaroli Saturday mornings, and it is just about your time of year to juggle all those hats again as high school football gets underway next Friday night. And for our listeners who haven't done it yet, make sure you subscribe to our brand new channel on YouTube, WOYK Preps. That's where you'll find the high school football broadcast this year, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine during Revs season. It's the only place that you're going to find them live on Friday nights for the first few weeks. So I would imagine you're excited about that, and I'm excited to work with you heading into the high school sports season again myself.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was an absolute blast learning about the many good high schools that are around here and the athletic programs that, quite frankly, as a 4-year student at York, I didn't pay attention to. But now, you know, you look at the matchups, the rivalries, and, you know, just the interest that this area has for high school sports, and you have to admire it. And I can't really tell how appreciative I am to be a part of it and learning as quickly as I did, working with guys like Steve, working with you, working with Andy Bria. I mean, it's just a blast, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm getting a little stir crazy here, as you said. You know, one man can only walk around the stadium so much without wanting to get in the booth. You know, you can only pick up so much trash before you're like, hey, please get me up here, Daryl. But no, it's going to be a lot of fun. This Friday. It starts next Friday. Next Friday we have West York playing at Central York. Me and Gareth Hissong, who did a lot of games with Ron Ruman, is going to be there. So I'm amped. I'm excited. We're ready for it. We're going to give you the best we can, and it's just going to be a lot of fun this high school season.
Now, you guys are going to be awesome, and it is the time of year where we have so much going on in this station that we had to create a new channel. It's on YouTube, but it's a new channel, and we'll have the Revs going on Friday nights and those high school football games the first few weeks, which will then be on YouTube and on radio as well, of course, once the Revs season concludes. Hopefully we're gone for a bit as the Revs get set to host the Bees tonight, looking to go on a winning streak. Mark Mason heading to home plate to exchange lineup cards with Wally Backman. We'll take a timeout, and we'll hear from Mace on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
High school football kicks off this month on WOYK. The action starts Friday, August 24th as the West York Bulldogs visit the Central York Panthers. Join Gareth Hissong and Brett Petrak at 6:30 on our brand new WOYK Preps YouTube. Subscribe to WOYK Preps on YouTube to watch live and on demand, also available through WOYK1350.com. The game of the week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine, starting Friday, August 24th on WOYK Preps on YouTube.
Autism York is a non-profit group operated by a board of volunteers dedicated to supporting our local autism community. Our group exists for the sole purpose of providing support in a safe and friendly environment. Our many events and programs are offered at low or no cost to families and individuals living with autism spectrum disorders in York and surrounding counties. Autism York offers opportunities for families and individuals on the autism spectrum to learn, grow, and develop relationships that help guide one another through this shared journey. All events and programs are made possible through tax-deductible donations to Autism York. For more information or to make a donation to Autism York, please visit us at www.autismyork.org.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, well, going for a rubber match win here tonight, trying to take 2 out of 3 in the series, but do you feel like you're getting to the point in the year where the wins have to start coming in bunches, trying to rack up some winning streaks here?
Oh, there's no question. I think we have to start doing that. You know, we've been just a 500 team all year. We win a couple, lose a couple. Our longest winning streak, you and I were talking about maybe 4 games this year. So we're going to need to do better than that. Or if we're going to go on a 4-game winning streak, maybe we lose one, then we got to go on another 4-game winning streak. So we got to start looking for some 8 out of 10s and 7 out of 10 at the worst. So, you know, we got to try to turn it on. We got to try to play complete games. Some nights we pitch, we don't hit. Some nights we hit, we don't pitch. So we got to try to put it together here with 29 to go, and hopefully we can start tonight.
How'd you grade Rob's start last night? He was able to give you 7 innings.
Yeah, I mean, his start was good. He had the 1 inning there. It was just kind of a weird inning. You know, I remember, I think it started off with a base hit. I think first pitch base hit. Then the ball that was hit to right field to Dotel, I mean, it had a lot of topspin on it, and I'm sure Wellington probably thought that was going to be like a ball that would hit 15 feet in front of him, and it almost got to him. So I think that kind of messed it up a little bit, and that's not Wellington's fault. It's just when you see a ball with that much, topspin, it's just like going to go straight to the ground. And then, we had the tough play as short. With like the swing and bunt with the weird hop. We weren't going to turn 2 on that play. The best we could hope for was probably 1. So, that 3-run inning right there, I mean, that was probably a combination of some weird hops and some weird plays, and and other than that, I thought he was great.
Well, after him, you had Arias and Rincon come in relief, and the results obviously were better. Did they look like they were back on track the way that they attacked?
Yeah, I mean, I thought so. Arias, we were still looking at a lot of 3-2 counts. I think most of the hitters were 3-2 there. I mean, he was able to get out of it. I thought Rincon was I mean, he was pretty nasty last night. You know, he had commanded a curveball with the fastball, and when he does that, he's going to be really hard to hit. So, no, I mean, I was glad to see both of those guys, you know, rebounded from from the series in Long Island, and that's all you can do. I mean, pitching is pitching, and you know, sometimes you have all your good stuff, and sometimes you don't, and it's just trying to figure out when you don't have your good stuff. You know, how do you get guys out, because you still got to be able to do that. So, you know, I was glad to see both those guys be successful last night.
I know we've talked about Henry Castillo, and you want to see him play more. You like what he's done in a reserve role. Is the contact that he makes one of the reasons he's hitting second tonight?
Yeah, I think so. And you know, I want to get him up in the lineup with the meat of our order behind him, because I want to see what kind of pitches he's going to get to hit. I think he might get a little better, you know, a little more hittable pitches, if you will. I know down where he's hitting at the bottom, he was getting a lot of 0-0 breaking balls and stuff like that. And, you know, he's a young guy, so he's aggressive, especially with guys on base. You know, so we're trying to talk to him about just relaxing and getting good pitches to hit when there's runners on base. Don't go up there swinging right away, because, I mean, the league, everybody scouts, and it's like, well, he's pretty aggressive early in the count, so we really won't give him a fastball. We'll give him something else, and even if it's not in the zone, sometimes we're chasing it and getting ourselves in a hole. So we'll see what he can do up at the second hole tonight.
Lastly, you've got Troy Tersey making his debut here tonight, and how did you find him, and what have you seen on the side or heard about what he can bring?
Well, I actually contacted a scouting friend of mine that scouts for a major league organization, and he gave me his name as somebody that was pretty close to here, that I could get here, you know, pretty quick, and, you know, somebody that was on their board as a possible draft guy. You know, so he told me, you know, the fastball was like, you know, 89 to 92 with a pretty good slider, sinker, you know, so we're going to run Troy out there tonight and see what he can do. You know, we're in a situation with all the injuries and stuff that we've had. I mean, you know, it's hard to replace starting pitching at any time, but especially this time of the year, and with losing Sides and some of our other bullpen guys, it's really hard to take one of our bullpen guys right now and make him a starter, because then we're going to be short in the bullpen. So, you know, we're going to bring in some guys that have started, you know, whether it was in college or somewhere else, and give them an opportunity.
Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report as Troy Tersey goes through his warm-ups. The Bees lineup tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. It is Darren Ford in center field leading things off. Jamar Walton in right field will hit second. Davidson Romero, third baseman, bats third. Jason Rogers, the designated hitter, will hit cleanup. Matt Tuiasosopo in left field bats fifth. Jovan Rosa, the first baseman, hitting sixth. James Skelton will do the catching and bat seventh. Jonathan Galvez at second base hitting eighth. And Vicente Conde at shortstop bats ninth. Again, Ford, Walton, Romero, Rogers, Tuiasosopo, Rosa, Skelton, Galvez, and Conde for the Bees. And we are set to go tonight, and not messing around. They have named the leadoff hitter, Darren Ford, our K-man tonight. So Troy Tersey has an opportunity to do this in his pro debut. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch on the way, and it's swung on and dribbled foul down the first base side. That is strike one. It's got to be such a relief, Brett, for Tersey to get a strike, a foul ball, just throw a strike on his first pitch.
And 89 miles per hour, so the velocity is consistent with a lot of the starters in this league, too.
They said that he reminds them a little bit of Zach Groats. Here's the 0-1. And a slider, and it caught the outside corner. Strike two called. And he's ahead of Ford. No balls, two strikes. Ford hitting at 284. 7 home runs, 33 driven in. As Tersey winds, taps the toe, he fires. and a swing and a miss. A slider away, gets Ford chasing. And Troy Tersey, in his pro debut, strikes out the K-Man to start the night on 3 pitches. What a start.
Great start there. And, Fremont's were all 6 from the fans, and I'm not handing them out today, so it's a double win for us. But, as you see, what we heard from Coach Fletcher when he was in the office today, it's a really odd windup because he taps that foot, and there's no real rhyme or reason. Sometimes he taps it 3 times, sometimes he'll tap it 7. That must have been 11 right there. How many times?
I wasn't prepared for the 11, but that was something. Here's Jamar Walton, who swings and misses on a first pitch. Well, what a start. And he's got some deception, a little bit of a 3/4 angle. That's a good 8, 9, 10, 12 taps. He fires, and it just misses low. Oh, this is going to be fun.
I know. It keeps you on your toes. It really does.
He was an All-American at Keystone College, same alma mater as Scott Grimes. Here's the 1-1, and a swing and a soft tapper toward first. That's fouled. Tersey hustles over. He'll run after it as it comes to a stop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Our weather tonight brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 91 degrees on the board, and a little bit of cloud cover, but it's almost like a hazy night here at the stadium. Warm one. And whatever it is out there, it's hotter in here.
You could say that again.
Tersey kicks. Well, not yet. He's going to tap that toe. Now fires. And a swing and a fly ball lofted to left center. Mesa, a long way to go from left, and he'll run it down. Melky Mesa angling back fairly deep in left center. But he tracks that ball down, and Tersey goes 2 up, 2 down to start his career. Well, one thing about Mason Fletch, they are not afraid to go to some alternate avenues to find players, young players. It has paid big dividends in the past. A guy like Jay Goss comes to mind, who is likely to pitch in relief tonight. Here's Romero. And a fastball just off the corner away. Plate ump is Drew Hoagland. Brian DeBrouwer, the crew chief, at first. James Clayton is the umpire at third. Tersey from the extreme first base side of the rubber. He fires, and a slider. It's across for a called strike.
Extreme, yeah. It's an interesting windup. It's just extreme on the first base side and the taps. I mean, our YouTube viewers, they can see it, but I don't know if we're painting the picture well enough, but it is crazy to watch.
That's a good 10 taps. He fires, and a check swing. Romero reaching for a slider, committed. It's 1-2. Revs are in their black jerseys tonight. New Britain is in the gold, which they have worn in all 3 games. Both teams having very similar years record-wise. Here's a good 12 taps. Pitch is swung on and missed. Slider down and away. Romero down swinging. And Troy Tersey with a 1-2-3 first inning and 2 strikeouts in the 23-year-old's pro debut. We've played a half inning tonight. It's the Bees nothing. The Revs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Revs come to bat, and this place energized after that 1-2-3 first inning from Troy Tersey in his debut, and so energized that NOL Polanco forgot his helmet to coach third base, so we've got a polo delay. Don't want to leave that behind. Was this his first time?
Hey, he's got some speed. It's not bad.
He will not hear the end of that. They will make sure of that. Well, Alonzo will lead it off. We'll set the Revs lineup for you against right-hander Devin Burke. And his first pitch, it is swung on smack foul down the third base side. Harris leading off at second base tonight. It'll be Henry Castillo, third base, hitting second. Melky Mesa in left field, bats third. Burke delivers, and a swing and a foul back off the top of the netting. Telvin Nash at first will hit cleanup. Wellington Dotel in center field bats fifth. Michael Burgess, the DH, batting sixth. And Jared Mitchell in right. Ryan Dent short. Roger Diaz catching. 0-2, way high. Harris leading things off at second base. It is his 13th game since coming back. It's the wind, the 1-2. And it's a little bit low. Good eye on that breaking ball. Just missed. He's had a hit here and a hit there. Looking to catch fire, though, like we had seen, obviously, last season. The 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Burke gets him on a high fastball. And a strikeout to start the night for both starting pitchers. One away. I'll bring up Henry Castillo, who bats second tonight. Alexi's been a little bit banged up. Little tweak in the leg, running out of ball on Friday at Long Island. So when he hasn't been in here since then, the Revs have used Dent in the 2-hole, Mitchell. Tonight it'll be Castillo. And May's saying that he wants to see what kind of pitches Henry gets to hit in this spot in the order with those guys behind him. First pitch is up and away. Switch hitter bats from the left. Got the black jersey tonight, white arm sleeve on the left arm under it. As Burke lifts, fires, and a swing and a miss. Change up or maybe a splitter that was tumbling down. Burke in 18 outings, 3 starts, much of his year in relief. 2-0 with a 4.05 ERA. A 1-1 and a swing and a miss. Back to the fastball up. About a hit per inning, 33 and a third innings, 32 hits, only 9 walks, 27 Ks. Opponents have hit 252. And now fires, and a swing and a ground ball left side. Conde circles from short and tosses across. Castillo's safe. It'll be an infield hit. He got jammed. And he muscled it the other way towards short, and Conde trying to circle and charge. Did not have much on that throw. I don't know if he didn't have a good grip on the ball, but at any rate, Castillo beats it out. He's on with the infield knock.
So, there's a pitch to hit for him.
That'll work. I'll bring up Melky Mesa, who's been on an absolute tear. And certainly the guy is hitting behind in the order and can impact an entire lineup. First pitch is a fastball. It's a called strike, basically coinciding with Nash's return. Mesa's driven in 15 in his last 11 games. .316 is average, team leading 14 home runs. The stretch from Burke. And the 0-1. And a swing and a ground ball left side and knocked down by Romero at third. Fires to second just in time there. It will be a fielder's choice. Kind of an in-between hop to Romero's left. Couldn't get it to stick in the glove initially, but had time to pick up and get the out. Now Mesa will be a two-out base runner for Telvin Nash, scoreless here in the first inning. And Nash, all he's done in his 12 games is hit .400 with 6 homers, 14 driven in. He's about due to go yard again at that pace. Been a couple of days. First pitch, fastball, over for a strike. Burke making the start tonight. He'd made one relief outing against York, 2/3 of an inning, so they've seen him very little. Well, the 0-1, and a swing and a fly ball, right center field. Ford was deep. He's going back deeper at the wall. It's up and over. Home run, Telvin Nash. As Ford crashes into the fence in right center. He came oh so close to making a great play on it, and it bounced off the top of the wall and over. Nash with his 7th home run in 13 games played. And the Revs have struck early tonight. It's a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first.
And that's one of those ones you could tell right when he hit off the bat. I mean, kind of similar to the last one we called when I was, the end of the year at 2017, but a little deeper. Probably the shortest home run he's hit, arguably, since he's been back at this ballpark, because I've seen some hit the houses in Arch Street.
Yeah, you saw it personally. One hit the chimney, right?
Yeah, it scraped off the chimney on Arch Street.
Here is Wellington Dotel. He swings, foul tips one into the mid of Skelton. I think that ball hit Ford's glove and then the top of the wall and over. He came very close to making that play, crashing into the LED lights. But Nash will take it. So will the Revs. Pitch to Dotel is swung on and missed, a slider. So Nash now in 13 games back, 7 home runs and 16 driven in. That'll do. That will do. 51st home run all time with York. Here's a swing and a foul tip. Dotel reaching and a breaking ball away. And for Nash, the 33rd home run that he's hit in this park. He's 3rd in Revs history in homers, 2nd all time here at Peoples Bank Park. And that was an oppo shot. It was almost center field. But you're right, probably the shortest one he's hit since he's been back. Here's a swing and a high chop to short. Conde waits for the second bounce, gloves letter high and fires to first. Gets Dotel by a step. That'll end the inning. But the Revs with a lead for Terzi and a 2-0 lead at the end of one. 2 runs, 2 hits. Nash goes yard again. We go to the second inning. It's York 2, New Britain nothing.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
So, John, what should the Eagles' focus be this season?
Eagles Fast Play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Eagles Fast Play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh yeah! The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Eagles game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow, I'm gonna get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the second, a 2-0 Revs lead. And who but Talvin Nash? He does it again. Troy Tersey armed with the lead, and very impressive first inning across the board. First pitch to Jason Rogers, a swing and a miss. That one running down and away. Rogers like kind of a one-hand finish on that swing. Now Tersey in here tonight, facing big league vets. Rogers one of them. And there's the tap dance. He fires, and a swing and a bouncer up the middle. That'll get into center field, a ground ball single. They're the first base runner of the night. Now, he can't do that with a man on base. So that'll end the tap for now, but the Bees DH is aboard. It's their first base runner.
Yeah, now we get to see something new. I mean, if that's what he had for the windup, I'm curious to see how he comes out of the stretch. You can't be normal when you throw the windup like that, right?
It's got to be something. Here is Matt Tuiasosopo, who makes the start in left. And Tersey with the pitch. It was normal, and he nails the outside corner. Strike one called. So we had the rookie go 1-2-3 with 2 Ks in the first. Then Talvin Nash, one of the all-timers here in York, go yard in the bottom half. Quite the start tonight. Here's the 0-1, and it runs outside, a slider. Tuiasosopo homered last night. He drove in 3 in the game, 3 of their 4. All 3 of their RBIs belong to him. The other run they scored was on a wild pitch. And the home run in the 6th, Insurance, ended up being the difference. He swings here, chops to third, huge hop to Castillo, turns, fires to second, and just in time for the lead out. That was a big bounce to third, and Castillo coming up toward the bag, gloved it, and then had to turn and find his target. And Zoe caught that one at second, right with Rogers sliding in on him.
It's crazy to see because, Rogers, on paper, has the weight advantage there, but it looks like he took the most of the collision with Zoe. Little hobbled as he gets off the field.
Remember Harris telling me last year that he's had so many concussions, but it's been playing baseball, not football, and it's been collisions at second, things like that. Here is Jovan Rosa, who looks at a strike down at the knees. Now, if Tersey can keep it down there, he'll be fine. He's got some sink on that fastball from that 3/4 angle. Now ready. Here's the 0-1, and it misses off the plate away. He did some eye-opening stuff at Keystone College as a hitter. Several years earlier, Scott Grimes did some eye-opening stuff at Keystone. It's in La Plume, Pennsylvania. Now the stretch, 1-1, and a fastball misses high. And again, there were reports that he'd be maybe upwards of a 6th-round draft pick, but fell through. I'm sure disappointing for him, but trying this path, he fires, and a slider called strike on the outside corner. I have a feeling like if he would have started his career in the Frontier League or somewhere, he might have dominated.
Yeah, when the thing is, most of these kids, when they get drafted, you're in low A to high A baseball, even the Gulf Coast League, and this is big to start your career. This is an advanced hitting league for him, I would say.
And now a called third strike. Slider paints the outside, and Rosa is down looking. He stares back at Drew Hoagland, who did have a little bit of a delayed call, but Tersey will take it. His 3rd strikeout out of his first 5 outs tonight. He's got a good feel early on for the fastball and the slider. So he's got at least a couple of pitches working. And here's James Skelton. Fastball missed just down and in on him. Runner at first, 2 outs. Revs a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second tonight. Now the 1-0. And that's a cross. Fastball called strike. Skelton hitting at 272. A couple of home runs. Hit one here when the Bees were in York last week. 1-1. Fastball, that just missed. A little bit low. Terzi originally from Wallingford, Connecticut. And as a senior at Keystone this year, 9-1, 185 ERA. He fires. And a swing and a high fly foul the other way and left. That's out of play. Tried to backdoor the slider there, so he's working it to both sides of the plate. As a junior in 2017, he was 9-0 with a 245, so a combined 18-1. His last 2 years, first team All-American by D3Baseball.com. The college's first team pick in 5 years. Now the stretch, he fires, and it's down and in off the glove of Diaz. That'll skip to the backstop as Tuiasa Sopo moves up, and early indications are that'll be a pass ball. It looked like they wanted it away. It was down and in, but probably one that Diaz should have had. The American Baseball Coaches Association and Rawlings named Terzi a second-team All-American. He's ready. Look back at second. And the pitch. Swing and a foul back up onto the roof. Trying to keep the Bees off the board after the Revs jumped in front here at the outset tonight. Runner at second, 2 outs. Here's the stretch. Now the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball, pulled right side. Alonso cuts it off to his left, and on the run, he throws to first, inning over. Zoe ranging out into right field and over toward the line. By the time he released that throw to Nash, makes a nice play, showing the range. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. Terzi is through 2 scoreless. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 2-0 York.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gaush. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WYK. First in York, first in sports.
Revs a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom half of the second tonight. Darrell Henry along with Brett Petrak filling in for Michael, as Michael Burgess leads things off. Nash a 2-run homer in the first inning to open the scoring, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Burgess DHing, hitting at 223, 12 homers, 42 driven in. Devin Burke to the plate, and a swing and a foul back upstairs into that future 1741 club. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Be Burgess, Mitchell, and Dent to the plate here in the second inning. Revs trying to win a rubber match tonight, take the series. The 1-1, it is outside and low. Record-wise, these teams pretty evenly matched. York 16-18 in the second half. New Britain 16-17. Overall, Bees 49-47. Revs 48-49. Here's a pitch down and in. 3 balls and a strike. And the Revs' easiest path to the postseason at this point would be a second wild card, which is a possibility. There's the wind, the 3-1, and it's outside, leadoff walk. Now entering tonight in the Liberty Division second half, Long Island's lead is 1.5 over Somerset. If Somerset wins the half, there's likely to be 2 wild cards. And the Revs entering play tonight are 3.5 behind Long Island for that spot, 1.5 behind New Britain, who's in the mix as well. And both of those teams still have to go to Sugar Land for a week. Long Island finishes the season there. Long Island and Lancaster will play a bunch. Here's Mitchell. First pitch is over for a strike. So there's some work to do, certainly, some teams to leap, but 29 games to go. It is not done for the Revs by any stretch. Mitchell hitting at .269, 4 homers, 31 driven in. The 0-1, breaking ball, and it tumbles in for a strike. I know the big returnees from last year didn't come here to be done on September 16th.
No, absolutely not. And, you know, the pitching is starting to come around, too. I mean, Mitch Atkins has had arguably as successful as a run as any Revs pitcher in the last couple of years, at least what I've seen. So it's coming alive.
Here's a ball in the dirt. Mitchell checks.
It's just hard sometimes because you don't control your destiny completely, and that it's difficult. You need a little help from Somerset, and it just kind of complicates things. But if there's a team to do it, talent-wise, it's got to be the Revs. From the roster, you have guys like Jared Mitchell hitting 7th in your lineup. Talent-wise, it's got to be us. So, I mean, I wouldn't put a long run past these guys at all.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Mitchell. Burgess at first to lead things off. Now Burt to the plate. And a check swing, dribbler down to first. Rose has got it, looked to second, thought better of it. And he'll step on first for the out. Maybe didn't have the throwing lane with Burgess running down the line. So he goes to second with 1 away. And Ryan Dent back in the lineup tonight will make his way to the plate. Well, it's funny this weekend. The Revs go to Somerset, and they will go there a second time. And that's a team that they want to see win to beat out Long Island. But the Revs need to go there and win themselves.
It's tough, especially, all the magic that happened the last weekend of the season. Guess who were playing the last weekend of the season?
Yeah.
Somerset. It's tough.
Pitch to Dent is up high. Yeah, tomorrow the first of 3 series that still remain between the 2 teams. Well, all you can do is go out and win yours. Dent at .249, 11 homers, 39 driven in. As Burke sets, look back at Burgess, the pitch, and a swing and a foul the other way and right over the stands and out of play. Somerset, and again, we'll be there tomorrow, 6:45 airtime. They are wrapping up a series in Sugar Land tonight, so they get the day of no sleep. It's been a rough go for them in Texas, although they did win last night. I believe their 2nd win on that trip. Pitch to Dent. It is a breaking ball over for a strike, 1-2. Revs a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. The lights are partway on as we hit 7 o'clock. A little bit of a hazy night. Some light, whitish cloud cover. There's the 1-2. Breaking ball hit deep to left field. Is it high enough? Nope, it's off the newspaper. But it's going to score Burgess easily, and Dent makes it into second, standing with a double. Right off the middle of the arch nemesis in left. He nails the Revs win headline on the newspaper ad. And Dent with an RBI double. The Revs with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. His 40th run driven in. Little top spin on that, so he'll settle for halfway up the wall, but that was well struck. Here's Roger Diaz now, Dent at second with still one out. And the pitch from Burke, swinging a bouncer over the mound. The middle infielders, it's Conde from short, cutting it off and makes the throw on the run. As Dent goes to third with 2 away, Galvez was in the area. They kind of looked at each other, and they had a chance to mess that one up, but Conde took charge, cutting over from short. Dent to third with 2 down for Harris. Alonso a strikeout his first time up. Revs a 3-0 lead, 3 hits. 2 of them hit deep. 1 off the wall, 1 over the wall. Pitch to Harris, it's in the dirt. Skelton slides to his right to get on top of it. Devin Burt, 27 years old. He's from Connecticut, Darien, Connecticut. 6'1" righty. Formerly in the Rockies system. 1-0. And a line smash foul into the front row or 2. Down the third base line. And Eric, our on-field host, is motioning for some medical attention right away. Hopefully somebody didn't get drilled. New Britain athletic trainer Andy Muccino is going into the stands. He's right there at the end of that dugout, so he's able to get through the gate and get in there right away. Heart sinks when you see that.
I hate to see it, but really alert there. Great for, as you said, Andy Muccino to get out there that fast.
Now a called strike, outside corner, 1-2 on Zoe. Now, I don't want to assume anything, but it's a calming care that Muccino is providing, so hopefully everybody in the long run will be all right. Pitch to Harris is way outside. Skelton sliding hard to his right to get in front of that.
And that's about as hard as you can hit the ball, and really, with the trajectory and how the nets are set up, that's probably the worst spot you could hit.
Yeah, that pitch was in. He was early on it. That comes off these guys' bats. It is flying. 2-2 on Zoe. Dent at third with 2 outs, looking to add to the lead. And Burke to stretch. He fires. Breaking ball away. Harris recognized it right away, let it go. And now Muccino heading back into the New Britain dugout.
Looks like in the maroon there, he's walking. Fans give him a round of applause.
Well, that would be a relief if they're all right. Here's the 3-2. And a line drive down the line and left, but a little early again. This one foul into the corner. He's hit a couple hard. Off Burke this at bat.
He's got to straighten it out.
3-2 it stays. Revs have Alexi coaching down at first this inning. Night off for him. Saw him last night. He wasn't able to run full steam on a couple of ground balls that he hit. Not just yet. Another 3-2. And a swing and a pop-up. Foul ground from first. Rosa heading over. And he's got room approaching the sidewall. And he'll hand it to a kid right out of his glove as the inning comes to an end. But the Revs add a run on 1 hit, 1 man left. We go to the 3rd inning tonight. It's York 3, New Britain nothing.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2018 York Adams League. Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football preview. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the third, it's a 3-0 Revs lead here tonight. Adding a run on Dent's RBI double. On the other side of the story, Troy Tersey has been outstanding in his first 2 innings. Jonathan Galvez leads off. First pitch, not much of a toe dance, and he fires a strike. I bet there's like an 11 tap coming up, though.
Oh, you know it, but here we go.
That's a good 8. As he paints the outside corner and ahead 0-2.
It got me there. It's quick, too. I mean, for that long of a windup, it's a quick delivery.
Now fires home, and just a little off the corner away. That's a great spot on 0-2. Yeah, so he'll tap, and you wonder how long is it going to go, and then he just flies hard at the hitter, or at the target. Now fires home and missed way outside on that one. 2-2.
Yeah, and it's first base side of the rubber, but when he actually lands the foot after the multitude of taps, it's more in the center of the mound. That's interesting. I mean, you can't not watch it. It's tough.
It is unique. Now kicks, fires, swing and a miss. You got Galvez reaching on a slider away. That is strikeout number 4 for Troy Tersey out of his first 7 outs tonight.
What a start for the kid, but I mean, quite the repertoire. I mean, you see the fastball, you saw him move in on the 2-seam, he's got the 4-seamer, the slider goes 77 compared to the 89 fastball, and he's even thrown the changeup on some occasions. So, I mean, he's got the stuff. There's no question about that.
Here's Vicente Conde, the shortstop. Base is empty, 1 down, first pitch, breaking ball, that's over for a strike, slider to start him off. So he has now thrown that to get ahead of hitters and also obviously to put them away on strike 3. As he'll take a moment to tie the tap shoe. I've never seen anything like it. Thinking of other strange deliveries, there's the 0-1 and a ground ball skidding to short. Right there, Dent has it cleanly, fires to first, 2 away. I'm thinking like the Ryan Dempster glove flip, things like that, but
I think like Paul Bird when they did the pump, and you come up and you fake like you're going to come into the windup and you swing back. It's weird stuff, but I think it's kind of crazy to look at. You think he wears 2 different shoes, kind of like kickers in the NFL? You know how they wear 2 different cleats?
You might wear out the one.
Gotta think the spikes on that one are gotta be a lot lower than the one on the plant foot or the release foot.
Here's Ford. First pitch is down low. Back to the top of the order, and this is who Tersey got to start his pro career. Former Giants outfielder Darren Ford struck him out on 3 pitches, and he was the K-man tonight. Pitch is swung on and missed. A slider had him fooled. Swinging early, and that thing wasn't there yet, and by the time it was, it disappeared. 1 ball, 1 strike, a 3-0 lead here in the 3rd inning. Tersey the pitch, fastball on the outside, black, strike 2 called. as he tries to put the third inning to rest here tonight, ahead in the count. We'll go to the rosin bag for a moment. It's been very impressive in the early going. This will be his 39th pitch coming up. And he kicks, he fires, and it just missed away. Breaking ball that just missed maybe by a sliver off the outside corner. It's a pitch that Ford chased earlier in the at-bat, but he laid off here. Now the 2-2, and it misses high and away. Well, other young pitchers have had success in this league, and he's got a chance to find a spot here. He's also got a chance to get noticed here and propel himself forward. Now Ford trying to mess with Terzi's timing. He calls time right as he was starting the windup bag. First Bees hitter to try that tactic against him tonight. Now ready, the payoff pitch, and it misses down low. He issues his first walk of the night, 2-out base runner, and Ford does have 28 steals for the year, third in the league. We'll bring up Jamar Walton. It's the only thing that is a little frustrating for him there, I'm sure, the fact that he was ahead of him, but trying to get him to extend the zone, and Ford, the veteran, would not. Revs will play Walton pretty hard to pull it defensively in the outfield. First pitch, he swings, hits it the other way, of course. Mesa chasing toward the left field corner, and he's got it. On the warning track, just in front of the arch nemesis, approaching the corner and disappearing from our view as it went into his glove. No runs, no hits, one man left. It is 3 scoreless innings for Terzi under his belt. We go to the bottom of the third inning, 3-0 York.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Autism York is a non-profit group operated by a board of volunteers dedicated to supporting our local autism community. Our group exists for the sole purpose of providing support in a safe and friendly environment. Our many events and programs are offered at low or no cost to families and individuals living with autism spectrum disorders in York and surrounding counties. Autism York offers opportunities for families and individuals on the autism spectrum to learn, grow, and develop relationships that help guide one another through the shared journey. All events and programs are made possible through tax-deductible donations to Autism York. For more information or to make a donation to Autism York, please visit us at www.autismyork.org.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Michael Click. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WYK. First in York, first in sports.
3-0 the lead for the Revs as Henry Castillo fouls the first pitch off. Bottom of the third inning. Troy Terzi just 1 single, 1 walk through 3. He has struck out 4. Revs a 3-0 lead for him as Burke winds and fires. And a swing and a high fly foul again, same area in left. It's 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Castillo, Mesa, and Nash for the Revs this inning. Darrell Henry along with Brent Petrek tonight, who's filling in for Michael, who's on assignment. South of the Mason-Dixon line, filling in for Aberdeen tonight. Castillo, an infield hit his first time up. The pitch, and he swings, fouls this one off the other way. Burke York at 41 pitches here early in the third inning. He's been as high as the AAA level, and previously was just up the road in Hartford pitching at AA for the Rockies. And now deals and misses a little high. He did pitch for New Britain a couple of years ago when they were a AA affiliate of Colorado. The old New Britain Rock Cats. The pitch, breaking ball, and it tumbles in for a called third strike. So Burke broke off a big one, 70 miles an hour. Big arcing, swooping hook, one down here in the third inning. Malky Mesa to the plate, reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Revs will be back here on Monday, start of a 7-game homestand. Lancaster for 4, and then Southern Maryland next weekend. And your tickets for all 7 at YorkRevolution.com. Pitch to Mesa, slides way off the plate away. Mesa's been locked in, average at .315 at the moment. Pitch, swings, chops one to third, one big hop Romero. He gloves, tosses across to first, and that is out number 2. Schedule being distributed the way that it is, which is rather goofy, to put it mildly. The Revs facing New Britain here for the second straight week, and then in a couple of weeks they will be at New Britain, so all these second half meetings bunched together. Here's Talvin Nash, who popped a 2-run homer to right center in the first inning. And Burke with the pitch, breaking ball down low. Revs do have some bullpen stirring. They had a full bullpen tonight, and I'm sure they will ease Terzi in to some extent. Burke with the 1-0 and a swing and a miss on a changeup. Not really easing him in though against this lineup, and it's in front of a pretty big crowd tonight here in York.
Well, he's answered the call so far, knock on wood.
That's been fun to watch. Now Burke kicks, fires, and that sinks down low, 2-1. Nash with the 51 home runs. He's now 8 away from tying Chris Nowak for second in Revs history. 2-1, and a swing and a foul tip bouncing straight back behind home plate. Base is empty, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Nash eyes up his lumber. And now awaits the 2-2. It is just inside. Now, one of the things with him, we say it all the time, he's got so much power, but a great eye. He's very patient to go with that power. He works at full. He's more patient than he used to be. The 3-2, and it's up high, ball 4. Now Burke trying to get him to extend up above the belt. That fastball at 89, but Nash is on base again, a 2-out walk. And Wellington Dotel to the plate. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight, Somerset is at Sugarland coming up in the next 45 minutes or so. Lancaster hosting the Road Warriors tonight. Revs have Highland Piguero up in the bullpen now. First pitch to Dotel, breaks down and away. Wellington a ground out to short, his first time up. Oh, I'm sorry, Road Warriors have gone to Southern Maryland now. They're done in Lancaster. The Blue Crabs a 1-0 lead in the third inning. 1-0, and that is just down and away. Lancaster is off, and they will be facing Long Island beginning tomorrow. No, they won't. They'll be facing Sugarland tomorrow. What in the world? Here's a swing and a pop-up foul and out of play to the right. Well, you can't assume anything. This schedule is all over the place.
No, you're just keeping the listeners on their toes. It's okay.
Long Island is at New Britain tomorrow, so that'll be a game of interest for the Revs. On the out-of-town scores tomorrow night. Now the 2-1, and it's high and tight. The Revs a little something brewing with 2 outs as Burke tosses in for a new ball. A walk, and now he falls behind Dotel. I'll just start naming every team in the league, every potential matchup. Eventually it'll be right. Now the stretch. 3-1, and a swing and a high fly foul over the first base side roof. And Nash will have a head start. 3-2 with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. 3-0 York. Terzi was standing right behind the coaches in the dugout. He's ready to get back to the mound. I don't think he knows how to relax in there yet. 3-2. And a swing and a chopper to short. Conde waits back, gets the second big hop, and slings it across to first to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We'll go into the 4th. Brett with the play-by-play. The Revs lead the Bees 3-0.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
This is Logan Williamson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Welcome back, everyone. Brett Petrak here on the call, filling in for Michael Mark Antonini. Daryl Henry along with me here. If you're just tuning in, the story is youngster Troy Terzi in his pro debut today. 3 strong innings. His final line reads as this: 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs, and 4 strikeouts. Something that, you look, first start from Division III school you weren't sure of, but man, he answered the call, showed a lot of discipline, a lot of different pitches, fastball, 2-seam fastball, slider. It was a lot of fun to watch. But we turned the game over here to Highland Peguero. Last time he faced the Bees, he was on cleanup duty for Dominic Severino, and he was fine. 1 run over 3 innings. Peguero in his 17th pro season now, facing Davidson Romero. First pitch to Romero, over for a strike at 92 miles per hour. Peguero, in his first Atlantic League season, first with York, had some pro time, was up with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now comes set, the 0-1 pitch, swung on the right field. Jared Mitchell runs in, now goes over to his right, and puts it away for the first out of the inning. So they retire the third baseman there, and that'll bring up Jason Rogers, DHing tonight. Rogers having quite the season as far as the Atlantic League is concerned. He has 22 doubles, that ranks second. He's also sporting a .414 on-base percentage, also ranked second in the Atlantic League. Guy that's been in the majors, a lot of time in the Pirates organization, reaching the pinnacle and getting up with them too. From the windup, Peguero's first pitch, over at the knees for a strike at 91. Peguero started the season with the Road Warriors, played in the Dominican Republic and Venezuela Winter Leagues. His second pitch is outside, evens the count at 1-1. Rogers in his 9th season of pro ball, his first in the Atlantic League as well. The 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit on the ground. Castillo is going to cut it off in front of Dent, fires over to Nash, and he puts it away for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down to start the top of the 4th inning for the Revs and for Peguero. And that'll bring up Matt Tuiasosopo. Homered last night. And is 3 for 6 for the series with 2 walks. And the first pitch from Peguero, slider over for a strike at 83 miles per hour. The 0-1 pitch swung on, fouled straight down and to the backstop. And Peguero quickly jumps ahead 0-2. If you're just joining us, Revs up 3-0 here. Top of the 4th inning. Runs coming in the form of a Telvin Nash home run, go figure, and an RBI double from Ryan Dent. The 0-2 pitch punched foul to the first base side. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Again, Nash straightaway center field, his 7th home run in just his 13th game since rejoining the squad. And Ryan Dent hit a ball about as far as you can off the arch nemesis off the top of the YDR sign over the Revs win newspaper. The 0-2 pitch, again, same place, punch fouled on the first base side. Everyone got to be on their toes. It takes a hard ricochet off the skybox level. And Tuiasosopo putting up an 0-2 fight here. From the windup, the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul again. 85 there on the off-speed stuff from Peguero. Jason Rogers logged 100, not Jason Rogers, Matt Tuiasosopo, 15th season now, again, first timer in the Atlantic League, so a lot of newbies here for this new Britain roster. And we'll go 0-2 again. And that looks like it hit him, and it did. Caught him on the outside elbow. And Peguero lets him escape, but a great battle there, all strikes. So the final pitch count line for Troy Terzi, as I said, 42 pitches, 28 strikes. So overall, fantastic performance, especially you factor in that it was his first ever pro experience. But with a decorated college career, as Darryl said earlier, at Keystone College in PA. One that some may expect. Now from the stretch, first pitch, Skelton is a check swing, and they said he went around. No, I'm sorry, to Rosa, first baseman, jumped the player there. Rosa's up. 263 on the year, 1 home run, 15 RBIs. He struck out in the second, 1 of 4 for Terzi. And he's behind 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Change up there at 85 miles per hour. And like he's done to the last 3 batters, Peguero jumps ahead 0-2. Tuiasosopo on first after being hit. The 0-2 pitch from the stretch, breaking ball smashed to deep left field and over the arch nemesis into Arch Street. And that's going to cut the lead to 3-2 here in the top of the 4th inning. He's had the power, Jovan Rosa, All-Star in 2017. It's off to a slow start this year, but nothing slow about that bomb. Way over the Wellspan Health sign, into Arch Street, scoring Tuiasosopo and cutting the lead to 3-2. Looked like a breaking ball just hung a little too much there. And he was not letting that mistake go. And as I jumped the gun earlier, now James Skelton enters the box. The catcher batting .269 on the season. 2 home runs and 23 RBIs. Takes the first pitch outside at 92 miles per hour. Grounded out and is only at bat today. The 1-0 pitch from Peguero. Breaking ball this time. It's a good one. And it falls in for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch from Peguero. A little bit off the outside corner. Could have been low for ball 2. And again, the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And that evens the count at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. The 2-2 pitch, low in the dirt. Good block there from Diaz. And Skelton battles back to a full count. Peguero takes a long look in. Now, again from the windup, the payoff pitch swung on and missed. He puts him away to end the inning. So a little damage done here from the Bees. 2 runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on. 3-2 game here. We'll be back in the bottom of the 4th here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
High school football kicks off this month on WOYK. The action starts Friday, August 24th as the West York Bulldogs visit the Central York Panthers. Join Gareth Hissong and Brett Petrak at 6:30 on our brand new WOYK Preps YouTube. Subscribe to WOYK Preps on YouTube to watch live and on demand, also available through WOYK1350.com. The game of the week presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine starting Friday, August 24th on WOYK Preps on YouTube.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Revs leading the New Britain Bees 3-2. Brett Petrak here filling in for Michael Mark Antonini. Daryl Henry by my side. You know, a lot of fun here, Daryl, making my debut with you. Gotta appreciate all my family listening in, Mom, Dad, Big Country, Nick Shock, all the families listening. So, you know, very proud and, you know, very appreciative for this moment here.
Always by your side, Brett.
As Burgess steps in. The first pitch from Burke is outside for ball 1. And Burke set to work in the 4th here. The 1-0 pitch to Burgess up high for ball 2. Burgess, the Revs' designated hitter, .223 on the year, 12 homers, 42 RBIs. Had a walk in the 2nd. Came around the score on the Ryan Dent double. The 2-0 pitch, breaking ball in for a strike at 79 miles per hour. Now from the windup, Burke up high again, and it's 3-1. So Burgess doing a good job working the count in his favor. The 3-1 pitch to Burgess, swung on, fouled straight back to the screen. That makes the count full. So far this series, Burgess 1 for 5, 2 RBIs. Coming into the game, scored a run, now 2. Was scoring on Dent's RBI double. A longtime pro here, fan favorite Michael Burgess Sr. The 3-2 pitch to him, low and away, and he walks again. So 2 at-bats and 2 walks for Michael Burgess. A leadoff one, even more valuable here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, I feel like the Revs have seen Burke pretty well tonight with some of the takes and some of the swings and obviously the contact. And certainly Burgess has seen him well tonight, now with 2 walks.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And even though they haven't all been fair, the ball's been absolutely smoked off the bat of these Revs hitters. So with Burgess at first, Burke will go to work from the stretch. The first pitch to Jared Mitchell, breaking ball outside. Mitchell, 268 on the year, 4 home runs, 31 RBIs. Speaking of walks, he has won the draw many. He's got 50 this year so far, good for 5th in the Atlantic League. The 1-0 pitch to Mitchell, swung on, fouled off the catcher's glove, back to the screen. Evens the count at 1. And, not 100% sure every single lineup that was put out through the Atlantic League, as I should say, today, but can't be many more dangerous 7-hole hitters than Jared Mitchell.
Oh, my. I mean, some of the things that Mace gets told on the road is like, when are you guys leaving? This lineup is ridiculous.
The 1-1 pitch, he shows bunt, pops it up, it's going to stay fair, and now it rolls foul. He squared a little late, popped it up, but on the bounce, it looks like it hit the cut of the infield, which caused it to roll foul. So, alert play there, almost pulled off. Burgess was hauling it to second base, now takes a well-deserved stroll back to first.
That's a good idea from Mitchell there. Saw the third baseman back. And he is one of the guys on this team that can lay it down. I mean, 1 through 9, the lineup's got power, so it's tough to kind of seed that for an at-bat and settle for the bunt attempt, but it's a weapon that few of these guys have. Jared's certainly one of them.
Right, and at worst, if he gets thrown out, moving Burgess in the scoring position for Den again, good baseball there. The 1-2 pitch to Mitchell, misses outside. That evens the count at 2. Now Burke comes set from the stretch. The 2-2 pitch way outside. Knew that one when it left his hand. There on a breaking ball at 71. And another patient at bat from the Revs hitters here as he gets it to a full count.
Yeah, Burke really slows it down on that curve to the low 70s, like you said. That one, some slippage though.
Well, it's hot. It's 89 and it's muggy out here. The payoff pitch, up high, ball 4. And the Revs will have the first 2 men on board with walks as Ryan Dent, who doubled here earlier in the game, will come up, but he may not be facing, well, he will be facing Burke as there's no one up in the bullpen. This will just be a little meeting with pitching coach Mauro Gozo.
We have 4 walks now. Go along with the Revs' 3 hits. It's a lot of base runners for 3+ innings.
Yeah. Well, as you said earlier in the onset, Revs haven't seen a lot of Burke, but in his time he's had decent numbers so far for the year. He was 2-0 with a 4.05 ERA coming in. He only allowed 3 home runs, 2 to lefties, 1 to a righty, but now you can chalk that up as 2-2 from the Nash bomb.
And only 3 starts previously, so the longest he has gone at least 5 each of his last 2 outings, 5 1/3, and then 5 against Lancaster last time out. Only gave up 2.
Well, now they'll get bullpen action up as Elvin Ramirez gets up in the Bees bullpen. It's worth mentioning James Puglisi is up in our bullpen as well. The first pitch to Ryan Dent is over for a strike. Cut fastball there on the outside corner.
Looks like Puglisi is chilling for a moment. This could be a long inning, and you don't want to get too ready too quickly.
No, absolutely. Burke comes set. The 0-1 pitch to Dent swung on and hit foul on the right-hand side, and it'll get out of play. Yeah, Dent, had a couple days off here to start the series. This is a series debut. Couldn't ask for a better start with the RBI double, and I'm sure he's looking to cause more damage here.
Yeah, big opportunity. He's been so valuable for this team all year. The defense that he provides, and you've got a great defensive shortstop that's hit 11 home runs and has driven in 40 now.
Yeah. And the 0-2 pitch to Dent swung on, hit on the ground straight at Romero at third base. His only play is to step on the bag, but he tries to fire it across late, and Dent will beat it out. So alert play there from Davidson Romero to cut the lead runner at third base, but good hustle there from Dent to leg it out. Now to bring up Roger Diaz.
There was like just a little hesitation from Romero there. I don't know if he was peeking to see what he had at second potentially, but that just little peek to the side as he went toward third might have been what cost him a chance to get Dent on that throw.
And runners on first and second, still one out now. I'll bring up Roger Diaz. First pitch over for a strike from Burke. Now Diaz calls time. Diaz, like Nash and Harris, playing in his 13th game. 200 hitter coming in. 1 for 5 of this series. Rounded out in his first at bat. The 0-2 pitch. Mitchell takes off, swung, hit and run, and that's going to cost him as he hits it hard, but right at second baseman Jonathan Galvez, who doubles up Mitchell at second, and the inning is over. Revs get some action with 2 leadoff walks, but fail to score here. No runs on no hits, 2 left on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We head to the 5th. Revs lead it 3-2.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, First in York, First in Sports.
New inning, new pitcher here for the Revolution as James Puglisi checks into the game, relieving Yylin Peguero, who went 1 inning, allowed 2 runs on the home run to Jovan Sosa. James Puglisi, the last pitch with AA Tennessee Smokies in the Cubs organization. before he joined here. The 25-year-old, 7-2 with a 1.84 ERA in AA in 2007, now comes to the Revs. Pugliese, a native of Trenton, New Jersey, played his baseball at Mercer County Community College, same as Kansas City Royals starting pitcher Heath Philmeyer, which to many wouldn't mean much, but for a South Jersey guy like me, is pretty cool. Had to throw that one out there. And Pugliese will be greeted by Jonathan Galvez, the second baseman who caught the line drive last inning. Takes the first pitch for a strike at 89 miles per hour. Galvez hitting .267 with 6 home runs and 28 RBIs. Quickly now, Pugliese throws a fastball just missed the outside corner. Evens the count at 1. And already into his windup again, Pugliese, the 1-1 pitch breaking ball smacked foul down the third baseline. Nice play over there by third base coach Miguel Gomez.
Well, he's not messing around with the pace tonight.
No, he's hot. He must be hot. He wants to get off the mound. The 1-2 pitch, low and away, blocked by Roger Diaz. Evens the count at 2. Top of the 5th inning. Revs leading at 3-2 here over the Bees. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, got him looking. He puts him away, and Galvez is not happy as he starts barking at head umpire Drew Hoagland behind the plate. But a great breaking ball there from James Pugliese to register the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and Hoagland's given the Borders tonight, and I like it. I mean, the pitchers like it, but keeps things moving. And Pugliese, he's really come on for the Revs. He's had a nice run here. A lot of different roles in games.
The first pitch, another breaking ball. A lot of hook on that, but that one couldn't drop in for a strike. As Vicente Conde takes the first pitch for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, outside. Fastball for a strike, or for a ball. Conde 165 on the year, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Rounded out here in the 3rd inning. 2-0 pitch outside as well. So Pugliese working quickly, but quickly falls behind 3-0. Yesterday Conde was 0 for 2 with 2 walks. So he does see the ball pretty well at the 9-hole. Breaking ball 3-0. Takes it for a strike. Maybe that was a little bit of a splitter action there as it dropped right at the end. The 3-1 pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. So just as quickly as it was 3-0, now it becomes a full count. But hey, he's giving me a run here with how fast he's working.
We're just trying to keep up.
Yeah, right. After you, James.
When you feel good, you feel good.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I can't blame him. The 3-2 pitch to Conde, swung on and missed. He puts him away. Back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning for Pugliese.
Oh, he's got a nice repertoire out of the bullpen. He'll go low 90s with the fastball. Good slider that can be an out pitch for him. The changeup oftentimes is his out pitch, and he'll throw those at any time. And when he's working quickly, the hitter doesn't have much time to try to think along with him.
Absolutely not. And the first pitch to Ford smacked to right field. Couple steps back now is Jared Mitchell, drifting all the way back to the wall, and he reaches up and puts it away for out number 3. So the Bees go down in order here. 2 strikeouts and the fly out here. No hits, no runs, none left off. None left on. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Revs lead it 3-2.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
So, John, what should the Steelers' focus be this season?
Steelers fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Steelers fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah! The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Steelers game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow, I'm gonna get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the fifth inning here, lead off for the Revs again with Alonzo Harris up to the plate. Takes the first pitch. Burke's still in here, working into the fifth. First pitch was a ball low. The 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, really slow coming in and caught Harris swinging early. Even the count at 1. Harris just 186 since his return. 1 home run, 1 RBI, but has 6 steals. The 1-1 pitch, low and outside. He works ahead 2-1. Strikeout and pop-up so far for Alonzo. The 2-1 pitch, swung on, hit on the ground to the shortstop, Conde, and even if he was able to make that play that far with Harris's speed, that would have been an infield hit all the way. So Conde bobbles it out there in deep short, but that will certainly be an infield hit for Harris.
I wish I knew what it was like to run like that.
I know, so fast.
Such a weapon.
I know, and he didn't really, once he saw it go by, he's like, okay. And even in his half sprint, it's just about as fast as I run. Now I'll bring up Henry Castillo, jumping from the 8 spot last night to the 2 spot. Rewarded with a first inning single. Came around to score on the Nash bomb. The first pitch to Castillo, down the middle for a strike. 192 on the year for Henry, playing third today, giving Alexi Casilla a day off. No home runs and 5 RBIs. Now Burke, motioning the Skelton for a new pitch. He gets it, now he throws back to first, keeping Harris honest. Now Burke, from the stretch. Now throws back. Taking his time here, being cautious as many would with Harris's elite speed and base stealing ability.
Yeah, Revs have some options here when he gets on to start an inning. And definitely puts the pressure on pitcher, catcher, everybody else.
And Burke, the 0-1 pitch. Harris does take off, but it's flared over to left field. Harris is going to have to return because Tuiasa Sopo puts it away in shallow left. He'll get back in time. Well, the first pitch he gets where he's not being checked, Harris is taken off, but unfortunately the hit and run doesn't work out there for the Revs.
He was out near second base, I think, scrambling to find where that ball was hit. I don't think he was certain initially. I think he heard the contact but was trying to find it. He had plenty of time to get back, but it's still a threat to run here, obviously.
Now to bring up Melky Mesa. Absolutely on fire in his last 5 games. .412 average with 2 home runs, 1 being last night. The first pitch to him swung on and missed. Change up at 78 miles per hour low. With Harris on first, it'd be nice here for Mesa. He's got the gaps wide open, especially left center. Oh, checking back on Harris as he kind of just meanders back.
Well, it's good to have him on base. He had so many of those steals initially when he was on base so much his first 3 games, and he's been in a little rut offensively the last week or so.
The 0-1 pitch. He fakes the steal, gets about halfway and cuts back. Breaking ball in the dirt there to Mesa to even the count at 1. And it was about his first game back. You know, he wasn't really getting hits, but he was walking, but it was like a video game. Every time he got on, he just took second. And sometimes they couldn't even throw to get him. He was so fast. And that's when, you know, it really felt like the weapon that he was last year was right back. But, you know, everyone goes through struggles. He's got arguably the most talent on the whole team. You saw that last year. He takes his lead. Now throw back again to check Harris. He's back in safely.
He playfully swiped at Rosa, throwing it back to the pitcher, but yeah, they know all about him. Wally Backman knew about him in the Mets system. He made a name for himself here last year, obviously. That first night back was ridiculous.
Yeah, now he goes again, swung on. It's a little dribbler, so taking off early will keep it away from a double play, but Mesa is thrown out by Burke. Dribbler about 2 feet from the plate. Burke alertly got off the mound, threw him out at first, but smart hit and run there as they saved themselves a chance in the inning with the most dangerous hitter in the Atlantic League up to bat. Fan favorite here. And speaking of fan favorites, number 39, Jay Goss, warming up in the Revs bullpen. You'll see his jersey around here from many of fans, and you know, he's been out for a while, so I'm sure people are eager to see him get back on the mound. Now Nash. Just a casual .415 batting average with a 2-run homer and a walk today. The first pitch from Burke, swung on, hit deep, but right at Tuiasosopo on the line, who reaches up and puts it away. Hit it extremely hard, but right at him. And that'll end the inning. So no runs for the Revs on no hits. 1 left on, and they still lead 3-2. We'll come back to the top of the 6th inning here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC. 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The Independent Insurance Agent System. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Here in the top of the 6th inning here, Jay Goss making his return in relief now here. Takes his knee as his pregame ritual here. Revs up 3-2 over the Bees. Most of the scoring done by home runs as Nash at a 2-run bomb, followed by an RBI double from Dent, and the Bees answered with a 2-run homer from Jovan Rosa. First pitch from Goss in a long time is a strike. Change up at 76 miles per hour. And Walton swings right through it. Aljamar Walton takes the 0-1 pitch for a ball. Evens it up at 1-1. Walton, 2 flyouts. One in the first, one in the third. The 1-1 pitch to Walton, swung on, hit. Oh no, I hit him right on the leg. Found that one off his foot. He's in pain. He flips the bat, trying to walk it off, and he got that one right off the foot.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago, I mean, he was out for like a month after one that he did against York, and he is a pull hitter from the left side, so sometimes when he's early, he'll smash that thing right down off his foot, and he was in pain right away. Flipped that bat away kind of angrily with the pain.
Yeah, helmet's off now. Meeting with the athletic trainer, Andy Machino. But equipment back on, bat back in hand, and walking back to the box now. Walton, the right fielder today. 267 on the year, 9 home runs, 43 RBIs. Just 184 against York this year, though, so he's had his struggles. The 1-2 pitch from Goss, way inside, as Walton ducks away, and it evens the count at 2. Now the 2-2 pitch, swung on a missed, he puts him away. A lot of strikeouts here coming from the relievers in the Revolution in the last couple innings, as Walton becomes the 3rd strikeout in the last 2 innings, last 4 batters to be exact, for Revs relief pitching. And you know, for Jay Goss, it has to feel pretty good. That's a nice way to get back after a long layoff.
And for Revs fans to see him out there, I mean, we all thought he was done for the year. He thought he was too, maybe into next year.
And his first pitch to Davidson Romero is a breaking ball for a strike.
But hey, if Dr. James Andrews says that you don't need surgery, I guess you don't need it.
Is that who we went to see?
He went to see the best.
Wow,
yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. The 0-1 pitch, low, little below the knees for a ball. And yeah, you said it. I mean, think about all those guys that have come to James Andrews. I mean, even at the major league, minor league level. So when you see a guy like that and he says, hey, you're good, you just get back out there. And with that last bit of pitching, he's got to be right. And look right there, another strike. He swings right through a fastball at 90 miles per hour. So Goss ahead of another hitter, 1-2 here. Romero for the day, struck out in the first, flied out in the fourth. The 1-2 pitch from Goss, breaking ball, strike 3, puts him away, swinging. So 4 strikeouts in the last 5 at-bats now for the Bees. And Goss, like Pugliese, strikes out the first 2 Bees he faces.
Well, to me, that pitch is the most encouraging of all. We saw him break off a hook, and the strain that can put on your elbow, that tells you that he's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so. That'll bring up Jason Rogers, who takes the first pitch low and inside. Rogers singled in the second, grounded out in the 4th inning. 3-12 on the year. And Goss, the 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. And yeah, you said it. A curveball, that's the first thing that hurts, you know, when you throw those in the elbow. 2-0 is low. So Rogers hops out to a 3-0 start here. Goss working quickly, the 3-0 pitch, that'll be a strike. 89 miles per hour, right over the heart, lower half of the plate. Goss from the windup. The 3-1 pitch, swung on and crushed the deep left field. Is it going to be high enough? No, it's not. It's off the wall. Mesa plays it alertly and keeps Rogers at first base. But a mistake there, and luckily not high enough to cause any severe damage.
A big sigh of relief there, as that only goes for 1 base. Looks like the Revs will be pretty cautious, though, with introducing Boat back to the mound. Looks like it'll just be those 3 hitters and on to the next guy.
Yep, Mark Mason comes out, takes the ball from Goss, but he'll surely get a nice ovation from the fans, the loyal ones sitting at the first base side as they always do. He has some words, playful words, with Jason Rogers as he exits. And with the Revs switching pitchers here, we'll go to a break. Michael Quick steps on when we come back here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
High school football kicks off this month on WOYK. The action starts Friday, August 24th as the West York Bulldogs visit the Central York Panthers. Join Gareth Hissong and Brett Petrak at 6:30 on our brand new WOYK Preps YouTube. Subscribe to WOYK Preps on YouTube to watch live and on demand, also available through WOYK1350.com. The game of the week presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine, starting Friday, August 24th on WOYK Preps on YouTube.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Top of the sixth inning here, Revs lead it 3-2. Michael Quick coming into the game, and with that, we have a pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Jay Goss looked great in his first appearance back with the Revs out of relief. 2 strikeouts and then threw 1 mistake, but hit the top of the arch nemesis out there and left, and Milky Mason made a great play to keep Jason Rogers at first. Matt Tuiasosopo playing left field steps in. Rogers on first. The first pitch from Quick is in for a strike at the knees. 89-mile-per-hour fastball. So he jumps right ahead. Tuiasosopo, 234 on the year, 6 home runs, 25 batted in. Was out on the fielder's choice and hit by a pitch and came all the way around the score on the Jovan Rosa bomb back in the 4th. The 0-1 pitch from Quick, swung on, hit to the opposite field line. This could be trouble. Bounces 1 step in from the line. Mitchell sprinting over, now throws it in to the cutoff man Harris. They're going to send him. Rogers and Harris with a great throw, and he's going to get him right at the plate with ease. Good tag from Roger Diaz. And the Revs cut the tying run at the plate on a great throw from Mitchell, great throw from Harris, and a great tag from Roger Diaz. Fantastic baseball there. The Revs hold the lead here in the top of the 6th, still leading 3-2. One hit and 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Revs lead it 3-2.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Some fantastic team defense ends the top of the 6th inning for the Revs. Brett Petrak back here, bottom of the 6th inning. Wellington Dotel leads off. Devin Burke still out there and throws a curveball for the first strike. If you're just joining us, 3-2 Revs here. 4 hits or 4 apiece. The 1-0 pitch from Burke, smacked on the ground to Galvez at second. Fields it, throws it easily to first to Rosa, and Dotel is the first out of the inning. And again, you see Dotel flaring the ball over to the right side. Arguably the best opposite field hitter on the team. I saw him today as I was making laps around the stadium out there with Coach Polanco, smacking the ball to right field. There were at least 60 balls hitting to the outfield, so I didn't catch the whole show, but he really takes pride in that and does a fantastic job of hitting it out there. I'll bring up Michael Burgess, who takes the first pitch, breaking ball in the outside corner for a strike. Burgess with 2 walks so far today. The 0-1 pitch inside to even the count at 1. Burke working into the 6th inning here. His 1-1 pitch to Burgess. Breaking ball low in the dirt. So Burgess, as are a couple other Revs hitters, seeing Burke really well, making him work. Not going to give in. The 2-1 pitch, swung on, check swing, and hits it right to Burke. Oh, tough play as he almost slips, but fires a strike over to Jovan at first. And 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Revs. Athletic play there by Burke to get off the mound, but luckily he's okay after he had a little slip. Catcher James Skelton goes to check just in case, but all seems well. I'll bring up Jared Mitchell, 268, 4 home runs and 31 RBIs. Walked in the 4th, made it to 2nd, but got caught out in the hit and run when Roger Diaz hit the sharp liner. First pitch to him, breaking ball low for a ball. And Burke working quickly, the 1-0 pitch, upstairs, 2-0. Mitchell looking to get on, has showed the ability to really work that slugging percentage with the 50 walks and 24 steals to go with that. The 2-0 pitch to him up high again. And Mitchell works his way ahead to a 3-0 count. Nice night here for the fans as it was the National Night Out Ticket Redemption Day. Had a lot of fans. Decent night, a little humid. A 3-0 pitch. Taking all the way is Mitchell, and catches the outside corner from Dana Hoagland. And it'll be 3-1. Burke fires a 3-1 pitch, swung, and it's popped up to left field. Tuiasa Sopo can't find it. It's in the lights. He's looking for it, but it was hit straight to him. Almost a really opportune play there for the Revs as the ball got lost in the light, but legitimately hit right at Tuiasa Sopo. And the Revs are retired in order. No runs on no hits, none left on. I'll throw it back over to Darrell Henry for the 7th. here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchase. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head of the 7th, a 3-2 lead it remains for the Revs. My thanks to Brett Petrak handling those last 3. As Michael Click stays on, he will face Rosa, Skelton, and Galvez, 6, 7, and 8 here in the 7th. Big-time defensive play from the Revs on that flare from Tuiasosopo to end the top of the 6th. Keep this lead intact. Jay Goss goes 2/3 scoreless in his return. First outing since mid-June. And Rosa to lead things off. Click is ready. Back on for the 7th. First pitch is in for a strike, a cutter. Brett, great job.
No, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. You know, I was a little upset the only home run I got the call was for the bad guys, but
this guy.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, he stroked it, but as you saw, his average jumped pretty quickly there. So not a lot of at bats for Rosa, but legitimate power.
And Click has his sign from Diaz. Here's the 0-1. And a line drive to center field. Dotel was deep. It's going to get down in front of him for a base hit. Leadoff single. Rose at 2 for 3 on the night. The Bees with 5 hits now to York's 4. And James Skelton coming up. By the way, for Goss, it was his first outing since June 16th. Trouble started in the middle of a really good outing May 25th, and it just didn't look right, even though he was having success. So they pulled him after 5. Had rest, total rest for a couple of weeks. Got back on the mound about 3 weeks later. Castillo in at third, anticipating bunt. Skelton does square, pops it up, foul over by first, but it'll land before Diaz can approach it over toward the first base on deck circle.
You have a battle of 2 very hungry teams here, sitting respectively in third in both their divisions. So, you know, not uncommon to see some small ball here in the top of the 7th.
And Skelton is one of the league's better bunters. Tonight he's grounded out and struck out. 3-2 the lead for York. Rose over at first, trying to get Miguel Gomez's attention, the third base coach, to give the signs again. And Gomez does see that request now. Castillo marches in from third, 0-1. He squares again, pulls back, it's down and in. Glanced off the glove of Diaz. Couple of steps behind home plate, and it's enough for Rosa to move up. Wild pitch. Puts the tying run at second with nobody out. And they still might be bunting to assure that they get Rosa over to third base. Now with the runner at second, Diaz will call time, head out for A discussion with Click. Yeah, back to Goss. He got back on the mound June 16th at Southern Maryland and had some discomfort in that start, so that's when they thought things were done for the year. But great to see him back out there tonight. Click is the 5th pitcher used for the Revs so far tonight. Now he and Diaz are on the same page. Here's the 1-1, Skelton squares, pulls it back, and a slider bends back in for strike 2. Now the bunt will likely be off now. Castillo stands even with the bag at third. Now, he had been hanging closer to third on that last pitch in the event that Skelton did bunt, and maybe they could get the lead runner. He'll still be up at the edge of the grass just in case. There's the stretch, Click with the 1-2, and a fastball missed high. Revs a 3-2 lead here in the 7th inning. Troy Terzi went 3 scoreless in his debut. Piguero an inning. Rosa got the homer off Highland. But then Pugliese 1-2-3 in the 5th. Goss and Click combining to handle the 6th. Click stays on here for the 7th. He's ready. And the 2-2. Slider, strike 3 called. Right there, Skelton knew it. And Click with a big first out. Rosa moved up on the wild pitch, but Skelton unable to advance him any further than that. 1 down here in the 7th inning. And for the Revs bullpen tonight, it's their 6th strikeout in 3 1/3. And for the staff, it's their 10th. Terzi had 4 in his 3 innings. Here's Jonathan Galvez, who's been rung up both times. Terzi swinging, Pugliese looking. And Click with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider. His slider's been outstanding in his brief time back in York here in 2018. It's been a big weapon for him. 11 outings, no record, 2.04 ERA, 1 start included in that as well. Now sets at the bell to look back at second base. Here's the 0-1. Fastball missed up and out. Revs with 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. New Britain 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Revs do have further bullpen activity. So do the Bees. Burke has just finished 6 innings of work. On the stretch from Click, the 1-1, and a foul tip back to the netting. Challenged him with the hard stuff, 94, and now he's got him set up for anything and everything. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Southern Maryland leads the Road Warriors 4-0 in the 7th. Somerset and Sugar Land scoreless in the 1st tonight in Texas. Lancaster and Long Island are off tonight, but as I stumbled across, they're not playing each other tomorrow. Here's the stretch from Click. Pitch is way outside, 2-2. That one at 95 on the radar. Revs with Logan Williamson in the opener at Somerset tomorrow. Kyle Davies goes for the Patriots. Click stares in. Here's the stretch. And the 2-2. Swing, and it's fouled against the netting. Rosa the tying run at second. And it was his homer in the 4th that got the Bees on the board. He led off this inning with a base hit. He had been a stalwart in their starting lineup almost every single day their first 2 years. Literally played all but 1 game. And this year began the year in Mexico, maybe heating up now since coming back. Here's the stretch. Another 2-2. And a swing and another foul back over the roof. That has been maybe Michael Click's biggest thing that he's had to battle his last few outings, is the number of two-strike fouls that have run his pitch count upward. He was in here on Tuesday night, had a scoreless 8th, 4-1 win. Atkins got his 10th win that night in the starter's role. Click in for the 3rd time in 4 games. Here's the stretch, the pitch, swinging a foul again. That one off the top right corner of the netting. 3-2 the lead for the Revs here in the 7th inning. Trying to take 2 out of 3 tonight. And not on the road long, just the 3 this weekend, and then right back here. Huge series against Lancaster. 4 games beginning Monday. Click leans in and looks. He's ready. The former Temple Owl sets at the belt. Another 2-2. And it's in the dirt, and it snuck through Diaz, and now Rosa will move to third base. The tying run moves up on maybe a couple wild pitches. They're going to take a second look at this one to see if it was in the dirt. But after a big strikeout of Skelton to keep Rosa at second, he now moves up by way of a wild pitch. It will be indeed ruled. They tried to go 2-2 splitter there and show him something different. Now the Revs will bring the entire infield in with Rosa at third, only 1 out. Galvez the hitter. Here's the stretch. And Click the payoff pitch. Fastball missed high and away. And it's ball 4. Does set up a double play as May signals to the infield to align for that. And Vicente Conde will be the hitter.
Not missing bad, Michael Click, but definitely a chance here for him to place the stopper role if he can get a ground ball.
That would be huge. Conde tonight, a ground out to short and a strikeout swinging. After that runner went to third, that walk, not the worst thing in the world, as long as you don't allow him to score. He's the go-ahead run at first base. York up a run here in the 7th. First pitch, swing and a miss. Slider from Click. Conde whiffs through it. 0-1 the count. Conde, former Yankees draft pick, 9th round in 2014 out of Vanderbilt. Spent his whole career in their system, reaching AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre, 206 hitter. Now the 0-1. And a slider down low, and Diaz has it go about 1.5 feet behind him, but he did get most of it. Yeah, he recovers it before either of the base runners tried anything. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, the only one that may have been able to move up on that, Galvez, but he stays where he is at first base. Click trying to protect the lead the Revs have held since the 1st inning tonight. In a game that is pretty important with 29 to go beginning tonight. As Click steps off, Galvez, maybe a gnat or some dirt up near his eye. Now the play ball, sign given, he's ready. Big pitch here on 1-1. He fires, and a swing and a foul back. Yeah, he'll get ahead of him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one up onto the roof. Conde walks away, adjusts the batting gloves after that big hack. Whoever's up in the Revs bullpen is ready. Tyler Clark just standing down there watching. We've yet to see him in a game yet since being activated. Click ready to go. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him upstairs. Fastball at 94 up at the letters. Both outs this inning on strikeouts, and that's a big one for out number 2.
Kind of unbelievable to think now. That's the third straight reliever the Revs have put in the game that's had 2 strikeouts. So, you know, for one group, if you want to look at that's been dominant, it's been them. Let's hope that Click can get through this unscathed.
That is 3 2/3 for the pen tonight. 7 strikeouts. And 11 for the team as a whole. So now it's Click against Darren Ford with first and third, 2 outs, 1-run lead. 3-2 in the 7th. Ford 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. And Click the pitch. And it's a bunt shown, but he pulls back for a strike. Gave the idea of a squeeze, but Ford lets it come across, 0-1.
And this is just a straight power on power matchup here now. Click, one of the best 8th inning, 7th inning guys in the league right now. Ford hitting .435 in his last 10. So this is what you want. You got a fan base like this. These are the big moments.
Big crowd on this Thursday night for National Night Out. Click is set. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball. He'll be trying to strike out the side potentially here to keep this lead intact. 2 years ago on a National Night Out, the Revs came back from down 7 to beat New Britain. Tonight, a little tamer game in terms of the scoring. Click trying to hold the 1-run lead here in the 7th. Looks over at first, comes set. This will be his 25th pitch. He fires, and a swing and a high chop to short. Den has to wait for the second hop. Gloves flips just in time. With Harris covering at second, just in time to nip Galvez, and the inning is over. No damage done as Click works out of it. No runs, 1 hit. And they are left on at the corners. It's stretch time here at the bank. Revs still in front, 3-2.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
What a job by Michael Click. What a job from the whole unit so far tonight. Revs still with a 3-2 lead. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, Devin Burke will hand it off to right-hander Brandon Beachy, who made his Atlantic League debut Tuesday night with a 1-2-3 inning. Second appearance for him now as the Major League veteran takes over. And Burke got better as the game went. All 3 runs in the first 2 innings. A lot of trouble with walks early in the game, 4 in the first 4 innings. Looked like he may not be around long, but he went 6. Here's Dent to lead off. First pitch, he chases a slider, and it's 0-1. Burke retired 8 of the final 9 that he faced. Only allowed 1 hit, an infield hit, after the second inning. Now Beachy to the belt. Fires, and it misses down and away. Now Burke went 6, giving up just 4 hits. 3 runs, though. They were all earned. 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 94 pitches, 57 strikes. Now the 1-1, and it misses down and away. Dent, Diaz, and Harris coming up. Beachy now 31 years old. He's from Kokomo, Indiana. I don't think Indiana is the Kokomo that the song was made for, but
no.
But who knows?
It could be nice. I mean, have you been there?
I have not. Here's a swing and a bouncer toward the middle. Conde at short, gloves and sidearms to first, 1 away.
No lack of hustle. He was beating it down the line there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't want to assume that Kokomo, Indiana is not a resort.
But
I've never been there, so.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been there either. I haven't been to the state of Indiana, to be honest. But it's kind of crazy. Where did you go to college at? Did it say?
Indiana Wesleyan University.
Okay, so yeah, he stayed local. I was going to say, how many scouts go out to Kokomo, Indiana?
Here's Diaz, who is 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch is over for a strike.
But as a Phillies fan, as I know you are as well, I mean, Beachy looked like he was about to have a pretty solid major league career with the Braves at one point, but you know, I know he had to face a significant injury. He did some time with the Dodgers too, but it's always interesting to see those kind of guys in this league.
Now breaking ball low and away. Yeah, he looked like he was going to be a problem. And the Revs tomorrow night facing Kyle Davies, another guy that used to be in Atlanta as a young pitcher.
I mean, if that's how you're going to end your major league career, I mean, not a lot of games, but they're solid numbers. 14-12, 3.36 ERA. Solid.
Pitch is swung on, scraped foul behind the plate, 1-2. I heard that he had 3 Tommy John surgeries.
Yeah, well, that will make it tough.
Oh.
That will make it tough for your career, but obviously battling back here in our league, and although he's on a different team, you always got to wish for the best for these guys.
He actually made his major league debut in 2010 when another future Atlantic leaguer got hurt. Here's a swing and a line drive to right field. Base hit for Diaz, who's put good wood on it all night, and this one left up, and it was away. He reaches out and sends it the other way. 1-out single. Back in September of 2010, it was against the Phillies, and it was future Long Island Duck Jair Jurgens who had injured his knee, so that's who Beachy replaced in that start, made his debut. The following year, made the club as the 5th starter. Here's Alonzo Harris. Revs are up 3-2 in the 7th. Trying to add on. Beachy with the pitch. And a big swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt. Harris was eyeing up North York on that swing. 1 for 3 in the game tonight. Beachy in 2011 beat out Mike Minor for the final spot in their rotation. Here's the 0-1. And it misses just off the plate away. His first major league win was 6 scoreless innings that April at Dodger Stadium against a team that he would pitch for a few years later. Now ready, here's the pitch to Zoe, curveball, and it stayed high. 2-1. Following year had his first career shutout against the Marlins, but a month later on the DL with elbow discomfort. At the time he was leading all major league starters with an ERA of 2. He fires, and it breaks just outside.
That's what I was saying. Like, I thought, he was one of the guys that was ready to break out in this league, and it just shows you how unfortunate injuries are, and they can happen to anyone.
He had the surgery, came back a year later. It was kind of eerie the way that he got back in. Pitch to Harris is down and away, and it's a walk. First and second with 1 out, and the Revs with a threat to extend the lead here. Do you remember in 2013 when Tim Hudson, trying to make a play, snapped his ankle?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's when Beachy went back into the rotation.
That's crazy. I mean, even for him to get out here, you go through a surgery as tumultuous and painful as Tommy John 3 times. And how many years was he out of the league of just playing baseball?
Yeah.
Because what was his last appearance for the Dodgers? 2016?
15.
2015. So just to get back out here and start throwing again, I mean, kudos to him. But, I mean, hey, we'll take the first 2 base runners, though, as we look for some insurance here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, after a mound visit, it'll be Henry Castillo. First and second, 1 out. Revs a 3-2 lead. Castillo 1 for 3 on the night. These get right-hander Sam Gervasio up in the bullpen. Revs with Joe Van Meter up. First pitch, he swings and chips a foul down the first base side. He was looking for one to drive on the first one that he saw. Beachy, who in college majored in pre-law and criminal justice, he's actually spent time working at a center for delinquent children. Now 31 years old, he'll be 32 early next month. Now into his stretch. Here's the 0-1. And it's over for a strike, a slider. Castillo is one of the Revs' more patient hitters. He'll try to do it here on 0-2. Mention how Beachy really caught the majors by storm when he came up. He was undrafted, though. Braves signed him non-drafted. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a liner the other way, fair down the left field line, all the way into the corner. Diaz around third to score. Here comes Zoe. Ran through the stop sign, and the relay gets him at the plate. Castillo takes third on the throw. Revs do add a run to the lead. It's 4-2. And what a great piece of hitting from Henry Castillo. On a 2-strike pitch away, he went right with it and slashed it hard into the corner and left.
I mean, hey, he took full advantage. You get to the top of the lineup, your manager shows that confidence in you. What a reward by providing the insurance run here. That's just a perfectly placed ball. One bounce to the right, about a foot to the right of the third base foul line. Because Alonzo, I mean, if I had that kind of speed, Alonzo Harris, I'd be hard pressed to pull up the brakes right there too. But in hindsight, he might want to.
Here's Melky, Castillo at third, and Mesa swings. Skies one foul the other way. 2 outs in the inning. A run home to make it 4-2. It'll be an RBI double for Castillo, third on the throw. Harris out 7-5-2. Tuiasa Sopo overshot the first cutoff man, the shortstop Conde, but Romero was there. Here's the 0-1. And it's high and tight as Mesa protects the hands. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Did score a run back in the first inning. Well, they moved Castillo up to second tonight. Wanted to see how he would do getting more pitches to hit with the guys behind him. That was a huge hit there and a brilliant piece of hitting. Here's the stretch. Beachy with the 1-1. And a swing and a foul back off the top of the netting. That one coming right down next to Talvin Nash, who waits on deck. 4-2 the lead. Boy, Diaz was picking him up and putting him down, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was moving. Not a long stride by any means, and I hope he wouldn't take offense to that, but he was moving.
Beachy ready. It's another 1-2. Curveball hit high and deep in left field. It is off the well-span health sign. That'll score Castillo from third, and Mesa is on at first with a towering wall-scraping single high off the arch nemesis. 5-2 the lead. Did not miss a home run by much, but a massive single high off the big fella in left adds another run to the Revs' lead.
It's like the ball just died out there. The trajectory was perfect. And, very similar to the ball Ryan Dent hit. Just scraping the top of the wall, but it's not 2, but we'll take the 1 here as the lead extends to 3.
Melky now 16 driven in his last 12 games as he stays locked in. And Wally Backman will call on Sam Gervasio. Beachy only his second outing back. And after 20 pitches, he will head off. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts as the Revs have added to the lead. It's 5-2. Talbot Nash up next with 2 outs here in the 8th.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Presley Ridge believes that strong families are the foundation for strong communities. With compassionate and caring professionals, Presley Ridge offers individual, child, and family therapy in addition to foster care and other in-community services. To learn more about Presley Ridge and their impact on families right here in our community, visit presleyridge.org or call 717-845-6624. That's 717-845-6624.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Or the 7th inning. I said the 8th.
We all make mistakes.
It's hot in here.
Yeah, it is.
Just trying to stay awake. Revs lead at 5-2. Here's Nash to face Gervasio. First pitch is down and away. Revs have added 2 to their lead. And now the big boy up with Mesa at first. 2 outs in the inning. And the fans down near the Revs dugout giving Gervasio the treatment, making the noise of lobs as he threw the ball in. The pitch, it is a slider called strike, outside corner. So then he literally did lob his last one in just to have some fun with them. Gets teased about the way he wears his cap off to the side of his head. I don't know how it stays on.
I don't either.
Here's a swing and a foul back over the roof. 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
The straight 3/4 sling too, like with that head motion and that pitching. Yeah, it's not over the top. When you torque the side of your body like that, that's even more miraculous that thing stays put.
3/4 arm slot, 3/4 hat. It's pointing at about quarter till. He's ready. The earrings glisten. He fires, and it breaks away. 2-2. Nash tonight a 2-run homer in the first, walked in the third, lined out to deep left in the 5th. Everett George has his Gervasio hat on. Here's the stretch, the 2-2, and a breaking ball, fouled back. That's a little more plate than you want when you're facing Nash. Talvin was on that one. Grabs a 5-2 lead. Three hits in the inning, 2 runs across. Joe Van Meter waiting for his turn in the 8th. Gervasio comes set once again. He fires, and it misses high and away. 3-2. And Mesa will have the head start from first base.
Let's go, Revs! Let's go!
He did not miss a home run by much. Nash earlier tonight hit his 7th. Now Gervasio ready. And the 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him on a 3-2 slider, and Gervasio will go through the theatrics as he dances his way into his jog off the mound. Well, probably not looking 3-2 slider, but he threw it, and that'll end the inning. Revs do add 2 to the lead, though, on 3 hits. 1 man left. On to the 8th. It's York 5, New Britain 2.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running. Flying feet. Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome. Flying Feet. Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Of the 8th, 5-2 the lead for the Revs. 8th inning brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy, but it's not time for that just yet. Revs with a 5-2 lead, trying to get a series win with 6 outs to go.
Brian Whistler rocking the same Gervasio hat.
Joe Van Meter's first pitch is low on Jamar Walton. Brian, our official scorer, he's got a hat for rain, a hat for Gervasio, probably a hat for some other situations. Pitching change is brought to you by Maple Donuts. It's the 1-0, and a fastball misses high. Walton lays off. He's 0 for 3 tonight. 2, 3, and 4 in the order due up. Van Meter sets. Here's the 2-0 and a changeup over for a strike. He's the 5th reliever used tonight. 6th pitcher used in the game. Polo out at the top step of the dugout, positioning Dotel in center. The 2-1 and a swing and a miss. Fastball at 93, swung right through it.
I mean, this is a very harsh shift here, playing Walton the pull. As you can see, there is a huge gap between Mesa and Dotel out there in left center as he takes some steps back over.
And now fires wide, 3-2.
That must have been what Polanco was saying to him, because Dotel was over by halfway through the LED board. He was way over there.
Yeah, it's a dramatic change that they've made. Here's the payoff pitch, swinging a foul against the net. And now they're almost straight away, slightly the other way with Dotel and Mesa. And Mitchell actually in right is still playing him to pull a little bit, so right center now has a big gap. Another 3-2. And a liner the other way toward the corner in left field. It is just foul. Now Walton took aim at that opposite field. Bouncing down into the corner, and we'll do it again on 3-2 as he makes his way back. Our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight. One more game for Somerset at Sugar Land, and the Patriots up 2-1 in the third. Southern Maryland leads the Road Warriors 4-0 in the ninth now, trying to close that one out. Van Meter ready, another payoff pitch. Swinging a high, towering fly, right field. Mitchell's got a beat on it though, backing up. It's in the park, he waits, puts it away. Couple steps shy of the warning track, Walton got under it, and a fly ball to deep right for out number one.
And positioning was key there. You only had to take a couple steps back, so a very alert play to know the batter and for Coach Polanco to get his men in the right position. So kudos to the coaching staff there.
Here is Davidson Romero. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout tonight. First pitch is foul tip back to the net. And somebody in the stands is trying to get Polo's attention. He waved, but he could have been very easily taking a bow for that job of defensive positioning. It was well done. The Revs all year have done a good job with that. The 0-1, swing and a miss, change up down low. And now with Romero, it's the infield that plays him hard to pull. Alonzo Harris at second, way up the middle. It's in the area where Anthony Jansanti of Sugar Land seems to play on every right-hand hitter. It's funny how they do that so much, other teams don't. 0-2, and it's down and away. Fastball at 94. Van Meter checking his fingertips after releasing that one. Revs with a 5-2 lead in the 8th. Now the stretch, the 1-2, swinging a fly ball, left field. Mesa moving back onto the track. He's got room and makes the grab. Romero hit it down toward the end of the bat, and it dies on the middle of the warning track. Melky caught it with his right arm out, ready to brace for the wall, but he had room. 8th inning brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. Are you tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Hopefully tonight is not a night like that for you, but Dr. Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine your best treatment. Here's the pitch to Jason Rogers. It's low. Call 717-316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. York Dental Sleep Therapy, 450 West Market Street in Hellam. Here's the 1-0, and that's a little bit low. I need York Dental Sleep Therapy, but my problem is children. I don't know if they have a cure for sleep deprivation from that. Here's the 2-0, swinging a foul tip into the mitt of Diaz, 2-1. Fastball at 94. Josens going back into the bullpen. The velocity has seen its uptick. Rogers 2 for 3 tonight. The pitch, it is a little low. That one at 95. Popped in and out of Diaz mitt with some late movement. 3 balls and 1 strike. He's ready, fires home, and it's down and away. 2-out walk. Rogers on base for the 3rd time tonight. While we have a moment, our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Jay Goss, his first outing back tonight, looked really good. faced 3 hitters, 2 strikeouts, did give up 1 base hit. Frank DeGiulio Jr. out with the elbow surgery that he did require. Luis Cruz is on the DL with a hand injury. Tyler Clark is active as of earlier this week, coming back from his finger injury. Here's Tuiasa Sopo, and a ball low gets through Diaz, through the wickets. He tried to backhand it as that hits the backstop padding, and Rogers moves to second base. Probably be a wild pitch, but we'll take a look at it. Lead is 5-2, so the most damage that Rogers could do is make it a little bit closer. Will be a wild pitch. Now the 1-0 and a fastball. That's in for a strike, inner half. Coming in tonight, Van Meter for the year 2-3, 4.35 ERA. 29 outings, 7 starts. Now Stairs sets. And the pitch. Check swing. And he did, says the plate on Drew Hoagland. A changeup that sunk and fell off the table, in off the plate. Tuiasa Sopo started early, though. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. The brother-in-law of former Revs pitcher Micah Owings. Matt Tuiasa Sopo. Stretch from Van Meter, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him upstairs. 94 heat. Up at the letters, and Joe Van Meter a scoreless top of the 8th. Fans Tuiasa Sopo to end the inning. A 2-out walk is all. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's York 5, New Britain 2.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
Autism York is a non-profit group operated by a board of volunteers dedicated to supporting our local autism community. Our group exists for the sole purpose of providing support in a safe and friendly environment. Our many events and programs are offered at low or no cost to families and individuals living with autism spectrum disorders in York and surrounding counties. Autism York offers opportunities for families and individuals on the autism spectrum to learn, grow, and develop relationships that help guide one another through the shared journey. All events and programs are made possible through tax-deductible donations to Autism York. For more information or to make a donation to Autism York, please visit us at www.autismyork.org.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
5-2 Revs lead it. Bottom of the 8th. Left-hander Jim Fuller, the new pitcher for New Britain. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Dotel is up first. And the first pitch, it is in at the knees for a strike. 3 at-bats, 3 groundouts for Dotel tonight. Burgess and Mitchell will follow. Revs adding 2 insurance runs last inning. It was the 0-1. And that misses way outside. Brett Dotel is one of the best opposite field hitters in the league, and you saw that earlier today. It's not by accident.
No, not at all. I mean, as I was making my laps, him and Polanco are out there, and there had to be at least 70 balls in right field. I mean, that's what he wants to do, and he's great at it.
A ball in the dirt to him, 2 balls and a strike. Revs with Ricardo Gomez getting ready.
I know we were going to save that one, but I spilled that one in the 6th.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I spilled that one in the 6th inning. But you never know. We could get a little LA crowd to the radio.
I must have been getting food. What else? Here's a check swing on a high fastball. He went.
It's all good. More people need to appreciate what Dotel does.
Yeah. Well, they didn't hit on the field today. It was in the cage, but he was out on the field and peppering the opposite field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fuller with the pitch. Swing, and he fouls this one off to the right. That zips toward the first base concourse. Fuller 0-1 in 31 games, 3.14 ERA. He's in the league with Long Island for some time last year. On the stretch, and he deals. And it's a called 3rd strike. Across at the knees at 93. Dotel rung up, 1 down in the 8th. Gomez going for a save situation at the moment. In the 9th inning, Rosa, Skelton, Galvez will be due, 6, 7, and 8. Revs currently up 3. Here's Burgess, who's 0 for 1, but he's got 2 walks and a run. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the official transportation provider of the team. First pitch to Burgess, and that's in at the knees for a strike. Revs tonight, by the way, they have 12 strikeouts as a pitching staff, now 32 in the 3 games in this series. Here's a swing and a miss, fastball in on Burgess's hands. It is 0-2. It started off Tuesday night with Mitch Atkins striking out 10. The team had 13. Tonight the team's got 12 with an inning to go. There's the 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Fuller with good stuff tonight. Right back to the fastball at 93. He's got back-to-back strikeouts. Well, coming up next Friday night, Revs will be on radio. Brett and Gareth Hissong will be on YouTube. Subscribe to our new WOYK Preps YouTube channel for high school football. The action starts Friday, presented by Wellspan Sports Medicine. On the net at 6:30 for West York at Central. Are you fired up?
Of course I'm fired up. It's high school football.
There's Jared Mitchell, who lays off a breaking ball high.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess where I grew up, it wasn't as big as it is around here, which I enjoy. It's really cool. A lot of dads in high school T-shirts, which didn't happen as much around me, but still a lot of fun.
It's the pitch. Oh, look out. Inside, he has to jump back. Mitchell 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. I do still wear a high school baseball T-shirt.
There you go, and you're a dad.
More so as an undershirt.
Yeah, you're there. You got it. I mean, is that the team you root for? Are you true to your alma mater?
Yeah. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a miss on a high fastball.
Not a very confident answer.
Well, no, we're neutral. Now
it's tough.
Cover all of them, so
yeah.
Now we root for all of them. What I really like is when we get into playoff time and we really can root for the York teams. During the year, really, we want to see all of them do well.
Yeah, that Northeastern game last year.
Here's a drive the other way, left field. Tuiasa Sopo back, and it hits the manual scoreboard. He knocks it down with his body, but then can't pick it up. as he punches his glove in disgust, throws into third base instead. It's a double for Mitchell, who was on his way to second. Probably would have been there anyway with his speed, and he belts it the other way off the nemesis. Now a 2-out double, solidly struck. And here's Ryan Dent. That wall's gotten a workout tonight. That's the third ball the Revs have hit off of it.
And then, yeah, 2 singles, or 2 doubles and a single, I should say. Mesa getting a single. The man at the plate, Dent, and Mitchell rocking doubles off the top.
Here is Dent looking to add one more. Pitch is lined center field right at Darren Ford, though. Hardly has to move. Another hard hit ball, but this one right at center to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. Revs looking to close it out. Gomez coming in as we head to the 9th. It's York 5, New Britain 2.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2018 York Adams League. Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football preview. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine. Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Ricardo Gomez looking to close things out as we go to the 9th inning. Revs lead at 5-2. 4,094 on hand tonight. Gomez facing Rosa, Skelton, Galvez, 6, 7, 8 in the order as we start the 9th inning. 5 runs, 8 hits for the Revs. 2 runs, 5 hits for New Britain.
Life after sides.
Yeah.
Here in the save situation, but no one has more experience on the team as far as these situations than Ricardo Gomez.
And he'll start off Rosa with a slider for a strike. This year, 3-1 with a 4.72 ERA. At times, dominant, like usual. Turned 40 in June. Here's a swing and a miss. Slider breaking off the plate away. He is looking for the 98th save of his minor league career, his 35th in the Atlantic League, his 25th with York. He last had 2 last season. Here's the 0-2. And a slider breaks down and away. Rosa tonight, 2 for 3, 2-run homer back in the 4th inning. Three-run lead. Here's the stretch. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Fastball away. Got him on strikes. 91 from Gomez, and that's out number 1 here in the 9th. Now the Revs with their 13th strikeout as a team tonight. Second time in this series that they've done that. Did it Tuesday night when Atkins had 10 of the 13. Here's Skelton. First pitch, he swings, beats a foul at the plate. As that bounced up off his legs, Skelton 0 for 3, ground out, 2 strikeouts tonight. The Revs now with 33 strikeouts as a staff in this series alone. Now Gomez ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball just outside. His 24 saves are 4th most in Revs history. If he gets a 25th tonight, that'll still be 4th most. Here's the stretch and the 1-1. Swinging a high fly in right. Mitchell getting a read. He backs up. He waits. He's under it. He puts it away. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. Now don't forget, this is a potential milestone win tonight. The Revs an out away from handing Mark Mason his 400th win as manager here in York.
We did a great job. We talked about it in the pregame and not one other time until the end of the game.
That's right. So. Don't want to jinx it, but it must be mentioned. And here's Jonathan Galvez, 0 for 2 with a walk, 2 Ks. First pitch, a swing and a foul tip, back to the screen. Gomez, who's been involved in, boy, how many of those 400 wins? I mean, the team usually wins when he's in. And he's approaching 200 outings with York. The 0-1, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. And the Revs are a strike away from a big, big win here tonight. 0-2 with 2 outs in the 9th. And one by one, the fans will rise. Gomez stares in, shakes off, now nods yes. The stretch, the 0-2, just missed away. That was tantalizingly close.
Big smile from Gomez. He wanted that one.
Maybe 6 inches off. Now stares in, nods yes to this one. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Got him on the outside corner. Game over. And Ricardo Gomez, a 1-2-3 9th inning. 2 strikeouts for his 25th save. All time with York. The Revs take 2 out of 3 from the Bees. And Mark Mason with his 400th win as manager of the Revs. A milestone win, a big win for the team in 2018 in front of better than 4,000 here at People's Bank Park tonight. Now the announcement made, and I don't think Mace did have any clue as he kind of looked around when he heard his name mentioned. As the players file through the victory line, he'll be the one to greet them at the end. Jared Mitchell just took away the victory line video.
They're going to have to scrap that.
Our marketing manager, Sarah, was capturing. But the Revs had some fun tonight. And they win it by a final score of 5-2. Now back to 500 within a game of 500 in the second half. It's a big series win. They're going to need some winning streaks, but still 28 games to go in 2018. And with the teams that'll be facing each other and the schedule that the Revs have remaining, they certainly have a chance. A big one to get here tonight. 5-2 is your final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, The average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Autism York is a non-profit group operated by a board of volunteers dedicated to supporting our local autism community. Our group exists for the sole purpose of providing support in a safe and friendly environment. Our many events and programs are offered at low or no cost to families and individuals living with autism spectrum disorders in York and surrounding counties. Autism York offers opportunities for families and individuals on the autism spectrum to learn, grow, and develop relationships that help guide one another through the shared journey. All events and programs are made possible through tax-deductible donations to Autism York. For more information or to make a donation to Autism York, please visit us at www.autismyork.org.
Feelings of stress, sadness, or anxiousness can be signs of depression or other mental health issues that should be addressed. If life seems too difficult to